Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Anime Psycho, and today we're going to be doing What If. It's going to be What If Kakashi adopted Naruto, and which is going to lead into Kakashi adopting Sasuke, which is all going to happen in this first part. Okay, let's start. So how this is going to work is, I think that not only will Naruto be adopted by Kakashi, but I think he will unlock the sailing chains at birth. Now, why do I always give Naruto those sailing chains? Because I hate that they didn't give Naruto the sailing chains in the original. It's part of his clan. It's his bloodline trait or Kekkei Genkai. And I hate that they didn't give that to him because they gave Sasuke his Kekkei Genkai. And maybe they said, well, maybe Kurama da-da-da-da-da. No, bro, like, you can't do that, bro. The Uzumaki sailing chains is part of his culture. It's part of his heritage. And you strip that away from him. So, we're basically doing... What if Naruto was adopted by Sasuke? Let's get started. What if Naruto was adopted by Kakashi? So, how this happens, the fourth basically does this, does that. Naruto is born, pretty much. Everything happens up until the meeting to, like, what are we gonna do with Naruto? Kakashi basically says, I'll take it from here, Lord Third, if you may let me. And he basically takes Naruto. And at this point, Kakashi's probably, I'm gonna say Kakashi's 15. And yeah, he adopts a 1-year-old at 15, so he's gonna be around his full grown self by the time Naruto actually starts remembering people. So Naruto is basically starting training at 4 years old. He starts shock control, and he basically gets shock control to around, I'm gonna say, Sakura's level when he's about 5. So he's in the academy. He gets shock control. His taijutsu is around Sasuke level. At the point, their taijutsu are about the same. So their taijutsu are about the same, and then the massacre. We're talking another 7, and the massacre happens. And then Kakashi brings in another one. He's like, "Hey, Dad, who's this?" I don't think he would say Dad. I think he'd be like, "Hey, Uncle Kakashi, who's this?" And because he just sees somebody standing behind Kakashi with their hand in his pocket, and then he would see the spikes. He's like, it's that brat Sasuke. And he'd be like, "Be quiet, Naruto. His clan has just been massacred." And I think that Kakashi would be like, he'll be coming to stay with us now. I won't try to be his father, but I'll try to be a positive figure in his life. So he's like, "What do you want to do with your life, Sasuke?" It's like, "I want to get all the power I can to protect the village." He's not like protect the village, but like to kill Itachi. And basically, they just get really OP-esque, okay? They're about their strengths. Once they graduate and become Genin, I think Kakashi, would tell Naruto about what happened to his clan when he was younger. So it's like, I just want to find they already graduated at this point. The Mizuki incident doesn't happen because they found out earlier. So Naruto does get Shadow Clone though. Naruto's still failing because he doesn't care. He already knows he's a splendid ninja. He already knows how strong he is. And him and Sasuke basically say, "We're gonna become top of the class, da da da." So Mizuki basically tells Naruto to take the scroll of sealing, and he does. But Naruto, being the golden chotch that he is, he was born with the Uzumaki sailing chains, but he actually finds out how to access them at will. They don't basically only come out in dire situations. So he basically finds out how to access them at will. Through the scroll, he actually finds a way to sail weapons. He basically writes down a bunch of jutsu. I think he would write down earth wall jutsu, water spike jutsu, basically a bunch of water water turns into Zenbans, just hit you pretty much. And Wind Palm and Gale Palm. Wind Scalpel and Gale Palm, pretty much. So he has a wide variety of jutsu. He thinks about his brother Sasuke. Well, he doesn't really think about his brother. He thinks about his best friend Sasuke, because at this point, they grew up together, they're best friends. He's like, let me get my man some jutsu. So he gets him Fire Phoenix jutsu, Fireball jutsu, and this thing called Lightning Scalpel. And so they basically have that. And they actually just get a couple Earth jutsus just in case, just in case they finish those jutsus. They, so he writes these down, and he actually masters the Sail and the Shadow Clone jutsu, and I'll say he masters Chakra Scalpel as well. I'll say that just in that single night, because he masters Shadow Clone jutsu, and without having good chakra control, but he has good chakra control, so he mastered it like that. And Naruto was a prodigy, so now he's double the prodigy. So he's like that. So basically, get these 3 jutsus, and he basically finds a sealing jutsu and basically seal them in there with a chain around it. And that happened. So Mizuki comes in like da 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 da. And Aruka and Kakashi was basically trailing him, and he knocks him out. And Kakashi's like, "Give me the scrolls." He's like, "Here, uncle." And Sasuke's like, "You're such a loser." He's like, "Shut up, Sasuke! I'll kick you right now." Like, no, you couldn't. He basically goes, Gale Palm, and Sasuke doesn't dodge it. He just get knocked out. And because of that incident, I'm gonna say they have about 3 weeks before they actually get teamed up. Okay, so Naruto, does Kakashi show Sasuke the Sharingan? Yes. So Naruto basically gives Sasuke the scrolls, and they basically start training. And Sasuke gets all the jutsu that I was talking about. He gets. And they master Sasuke would probably get one of the jutsus, and it's Earth Creation jutsu and a weapon sealing jutsu, pretty much. Because I would think that he seen Naruto sealing one of his weapons, and he actually did that, and he, but they kept all the jutsu for, just because. And I think they would have a jutsu called a combination jutsu called Water Lightning Dragon Jutsu. Water Lightning Dragon Jutsu! They basically get that down. And they're pretty strong at this point. At this point, Naruto could take Neji. At this point, he could take Neji easily. How could they like, it won't, he actually learns about the fox and how to talk, so he talks to the fox. He can't really master it, but he can be in one tail state, He can just activate one tail state, and if the fox gets too much out of control, he uses the chakra strings. Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna go to the Zabuza mission. Everything happens the same except when we get to the Demon Brothers. The Demon Brothers basically come out, and Naruto just chains them down, and Sasuke basically Mud Dome Jutsu, and they leave him in the Mud Dome. And then they basically put their hands on the dome. They're like, Mud Coffin Jutsu! And they're like, and they basically kill him. At this point, they're ruthless. I'm not saying they're ruthless, but they know what it means to be a ninja. Do whatever it takes to get the mission done. That's what they had to do. Kashi's like, that's a high-rank jutsu. Wow. And then Zabuza just comes out of nowhere and throws some kunai, and Naruto and Sasuke at the same time goes Mud Wall Jutsu. Like, wow, yeah, they have some high-ranking jutsu. It's like, how did my boys get this strong? And basically Naruto's like, let's go. Sasuke's like, yes, Naruto. And they basically jump in Zabuza, and the Zabuza's like, you're not even ninja. Get just get out of my face. Move. Bye for a kill. You get. Like, shoo, fly, shoo. And they're like, he basically is like, shoo, fly. And, you know, I kind of did a Vegeta voice, but, you know, like, shoo, flies. I can't really do his opposite voice. I don't remember how his voice goes, but he's like, shoo, flies. And he basically did that, and then he swung his sword, and they just flew. They were just gone. And then the rest of the fight goes the same way. Except when it comes to Haku taking him away. Naruto, being raised by Kakashi, means Kakashi had him train and learn about stuff. And he thought about his uncle's past life. And he basically read books about the Anbu and how the Anbu are supposed to, you know, work on the body right there. And they didn't. So Naruto basically is like, okay. He grabs the ceiling chains, pulls him down, but Haku gets away. Somehow he got caught, but it was clones and he actually got away. And then tree walking exercise, they all get that pretty easily. Then they do water walking. Naruto gets it. Sakura gets it. Naruto, he gets it after like 30 minutes, and Sasuke gets it about an hour. And then that happens all the same, you know, everything. I'm not really gonna change anything too much. They can't. If he can take on Neji, but Haku, he was just at a different skill level. Everything stays the same. Maybe not. They get rid of Haku faster. They actually kill Haku and Zabuza dies. They get rid of the henchmen. You know, Bridges named the same thing. Then they get back to the village. They sign up for the Chunin exams. The first part of the Chunin exams. No, I think they would get another jutsu. I think Kakashi would give them a jutsu. He would give Sasuke Fire Dragon jutsu and Naruto Water Wall jutsu, you know, just for some extra defense. And so that happens. Okay, I wasn't speaking on Sakura because I really didn't feel like it, but he basically gets Sakura. You know how you how he basically pulls out all the Earth Style jutsu because they found out Sakura has a pretty strong Earth Style jutsu. She has the ability for Earth Style, so it basically gives her all the Earth Style jutsu. And there's about a month of wait time for the training exams, so she basically gets all of it. And she's like, oh, Sasuke, and she's basically still in love with Sasuke in this part. And this what if. But Sasuke basically, to get her to train, Kakashi's like, she's only gonna train if you tell her to, Sasuke. And Sasuke basically says, I won't love you if you stay as weak as you are now. Maybe train with these jutsu and get your genjutsu up. And I'll probably consider maybe even possibly thinking about loving you. And she's basically like, okay, Sasuke, I'll do it. And she basically gets the jutsu. She has good chakra, so she does it. She gets the jutsu. So they're actually, I think, it's Gaara squad, their squad, Kabuto squad, then everybody else. As the strongest squads. Well, Team 10 as well. So those are the 4 strongest squads. Team 10 being the weakest, obviously, because Kabuto squad is actually really strong. Okay, so they started. I'm gonna get to the Orochimaru part. I'm gonna get to the tournament in the next part. So going to the test. Lee challenges Sasuke and Naruto to a fight. They basically say no. They're like, no, you're basically trying to challenge me to a fight that you know you're gonna win. You're trying to challenge me to a fight that you excel in taijutsu. I'm not the best in taijutsu, but I am one of the best ninja here. So don't ever, and I mean ever, try to put yourself to circumstances where you know you're gonna win. Try to better yourself. Try to beat me using taijutsu when I'm using my ninjutsu as well. Not possible, but you can try it. And basically, Lee realizes, wow, I really did try to put him under circumstances where I knew I was gonna win. So he wasn't proving that he can beat someone with ninjutsu. He's just saying, he was just proving that he's just one of the best taijutsu masters out there. And now Lee actually, I think Lee had chakra. He just had terrible chakra control. So I think he's going to have one jutsu. I'm going to give him one jutsu. He goes to a Hyuga. They unlock his chakra points. He gets one jutsu. And I think that jutsu is going to be Mud Bullet Jutsu. That's it. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to do something. So he basically gets Mud Bullet Jutsu. After the Hyugas unlock his chakra points, he gets Mud Bullet Jutsu. And why did I say that the Hyugas can unlock his chakra points? Just had to give him one jutsu, so he can actually accept. But he doesn't use the jutsu often. So the paper written test goes the same. Now to the Forest of Death. Everything goes the same up into the Orochimaru part. Once they say Orochimaru there, Kakashi basically darts there. And he does. Orochimaru bites. He's about to, as soon as he bites Sasuke, Sakura just darts, and she just get bitten. And then he's like, I didn't want to give her that. And Sakura's actually strong in this. And then he bites Sasuke and gives him the heaven while she has the earth. So they both have curse marks now. Naruto actually is one tail state, so they're actually. I did this because Sakura's a good character. In my opinion, she's a good character. She just didn't have any drive whatsoever. So yeah, I would give her that. So I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna give her a W. She gets that W. And she actually, with her nice nature, she survives and she can control a little bit of the menacing chakra. So this is actually Christmas Eve, and my parents, my mom and my sister are doing some stuff for a party that we're having tonight. So yeah, so they basically get that, and then Kakashi pulls up. But this is before Sasuke gets the curse mark, and Kakashi gets bitten by Orochimaru. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna make this really OP. Kakashi gets bitten, and then Sasuke gets bitten. And I'm sorry, but that's just how it's gonna happen. Kakashi basically passed out by Anko. Some Anbu picks him up, and they have to continue the exam. So even with Sasuke passed out, they still have to continue. So it's just Naruto awake at this point. Now they tear them, and Naruto's and now he's fighting the sound village, the sound ninja, and he's basically like, all right, come on, you cloud chasers, let's go. Like, come on, you cloud chasers. And they basically try to fight him, and he's just holding his own. He's a really good taijutsu master, and he's a really good strategist at this point. So once Dosu starts, I forgot who it was. I'm sorry, I don't remember their names. They were, at that point, they were irrelevant to me, so Naruto basically goes, Mud Wall Jutsu! Water Wall Jutsu! And he basically just makes a dome while he's talking to Kurama, like, Kurama, lend me your chakra. And as soon as he gets his chakra, Sakura wakes up. Sasuke wakes up. And they basically just take out. Sakura gets the girl. Naruto gets the main guy. And Sasuke gets the guy with the weird hair. Hair like Kakashi's but black. You know who he is, So that basically happens, and they kill them. I'm sorry, they kill them, at this point. And then the curse marks goes away from, they're still on their neck, it just, around from their body, it just closes. And Naruto didn't go one step, he went no-toe state, so he had the speed and stuff, but he didn't have the cloak. So they basically finished first. Because if you didn't realize, at that point, Gaara was shown killing some people. And then they were just getting there. So Naruto then gets there a little bit faster because the speed of the curse marks, and Naruto's saying they just pretty much start there. So if I said the curse marks, I think I said the curse marks went down. They didn't go down. They actually they were around their whole body, almost their whole bodies, but it actually reverted to just half their face and their arm for Naruto, for Sasuke and Sakura, and they basically start there and they finish the mission. Udoka's like, hey, what happens to you guys? And Jiraiya's in the village at the time, so they call on Jiraiya, hey, do this 5-prong sail, 5-prong sail, 5-prong sail. They realize the sail's gotten a little weaker, and so they actually had time. They finished a couple days earlier, so they actually have time to just go eat, train, rest up. So Sakura, with this newfound power, she basically starts meditating. Kakashi tells her, you need to start meditating. This power is going to be unusual for you. You're nice, but this is menacing chakra. Naruto has something similar inside him, but he was born with that chakra. And Sasuke, he has this, and Kakashi also gets the 5-prong sail, but he gets it right after he leaves. Like, Jiraiya goes and does it right after Kakashi leaves. And so Kakashi does have the preliminary, everybody that won, they won. Except Sakura. Sakura, she beat the crap out of Ino. Because she didn't really have any hatred. She wasn't a kind person. She had a lot of ego, but overall she wasn't evil. You feel me? Like Sasuke, he wasn't evil either, but he had a lot of hatred and vengeance in his heart. So Sakura basically, the preliminaries go the same, except Sakura basically unlocks curse marks. They only on her, like, not even her face, just like on her cheek, and she basically picks Ino up, throws her up, and goes, Mud Spike Jutsu, not Mud Spike, but Red Spike Jutsu, and she basically does that. And I think the curse mark, Sasuke had it of heaven, but it really helped with his lightning jutsu. That's why his lightning jutsu was strong. That's what I think. I'm gonna just say it happens. And it's like, hey, good job. And Naruto goes into with his, he just knocks out Kiba, and Sasuke knocks out. Sasuke tries to knock him out, but the guy ate his chakra, and Sasuke accidentally, not on purpose, he did this by accident. He pushed a kunai out of a seal, not on purpose, and killed the guy. So that basically happened, and they basically win, and Sasuke realizes, man, I really gotta stop doing that. Killing people. He's like, I gotta stop killing people. So that's where we're gonna leave it off. We're gonna leave it with the preliminaries. They have a month to train. That's the preliminaries. They have a month to train. Okay. So Sasuke goes with Kakashi. He learns the Chidori, but he learned it faster. So he gives him the dog summoning. Jiraiya gives Naruto Toad summoning and the Rasengan, which he actually turns into not the Rasen Shuriken, but it's like a beta form of it, but with water. So he basically makes his spin-off. Like Kakashi made his spin-off. He makes his spin-off, but with water. It's like water orb jutsu. Does that. And he created that, and he also has the Rasengan. But with Sasuke going over there, he basically he learns how to push out the menacing chakra as to stop someone in their tracks, pretty much. As a killing intent. Like Gaara has a killing intent. So Naruto basically has a killing intent when he goes into Karama form, his cloak state. Not like golden cloak. I'm talking about early Naruto cloak. So, yeah. So, he actually learns how to control two-tail state now. So, he basically uses one tail as his base state, but he still uses base state because he knows he's OP-esque. So, his no-tail state is as strong as his one-tail state was before he got two tails, and his two tails is as strong as the three-tailed strongest. Hold on. It is one tail as strong as the two-tailed state for the two-tailed state. So now you know. Alright, so with Sakura training, I think since Kurenai has no students except Shina, and Shina's basically training with his dad. I'm gonna say training with his dad. She takes him on, and Anka takes not him. She takes Sakura on, and Anka basically comes along to teach her striking Shadow Snake, and I'm gonna say Earth Bullet Jutsu. Okay. And she basically learned some minor ninjutsu, like Maiden's Flower Jutsu. And that's really where I'm going to be leaving this off, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And it's been nice.